Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, so we're back on this topic again of who is or is Jesus a Muslim? Is that it tonight?
That's the one.
All right. The last time I was here, I rewatched the video that we did together. Me personally, I feel as though I proved that to you by bringing Surah to Ali Imran,
What
and
did you prove? Sorry.
you were a little bit dishonest because
What did you prove? What did you prove? I missed what you said. What did you say? You
that
proved
Jesus
what? What? You cut out.
that Jesus was a Muslim.
Oh, you proved that?
I did. I think I did.
You
I was
proved that. And how did you do that again?
Well, the conversation kind of went like this. It was supposed to be about Paul and why Muslims don't trust Paul. And so then I told you, well, I watched the stream before that one, and you led us to believe that the whole reason for that particular title was just so you could get to the Prophet Muhammad SAW and say, well, if you dislike Paul, then you have to also dislike Muhammad. So we went on. And then we started talking about whether or not
Just I don't mean to cut you off. Just what did you exactly say that proved that Jesus was a Muslim?
the thing that I proved to you, and I don't know if you did your research, but I mentioned to you something, the concept of Islam and al-Islam. You kind of made fun of it.
Oh yeah.
But then, and it's still making you laugh, which means
yeah, that tickled me.
But I brung the ayat from Surah Ali Imran, and literally, if you watch that video back, either you were being dishonest or you just were ignoring it. But literally in the brackets, I asked you, do you know what Hanafiya is? You said, yes, I know what Hanafiya is. And then I said to you, Hanafiya is Islam. And then you said, no, it's not. But literally in the brackets, it literally says right there on the screen, right? Islamic monotheism. And before that, I brought you another ayah which stated
in the brackets. Amazing.
Which means this is our understanding of it. Hanafiya is Islam. You said no, it's not.
My brother, what did you give me that proved that Jesus was a Muslim? Please get to that. What did you say?
So with this ayat, in conjunction with the ayat that says that if anybody accepts Islam or anybody wants a religion other than Islam, then he will have it rejected and he will be in the fire. Right? We looked at that ayat as well.
You know what? Forget it. How is Jesus a Muslim?
Jesus is a Muslim because of the definition that Islam gives it in the Quran, and he fits this.
Which is what? Which is what?
Okay, so in the Quran, it says the main definition that you're used to hearing is that he submitted his will to Allah, the Most High, the one who created the earth and the heavens and
what is your proof that he believed in the God of Islam? What is your proof of that?
What is my proof that he believed in? Allah says that all of the Anbiya are Muslim.
That means nothing to me. I'm challenging that claim. I'm challenging the claim that Jesus in the Quran believed in Allah. I know the Quran claims this. I'm challenging that. What's the proof now? What proof and evidence do you have that Jesus actually believed and practiced the religion of Islam?
So are you saying that the Quran is not a proof text?
No, it's a claim. It's making a claim.
Okay. So what would you accept as proof?
I would accept the historical evidence of Jesus's life. So the documents that record what Jesus believed, what he taught, where he lived, who his family was.
And so outside of the Quran, then what we have as a historical, historical documents, it really doesn't tell us much. If you want to say that it's the Bible as a historical document, then we have to look at how historical the Bible actually is.
What language did Jesus speak?
The world really doesn't know. We can't make any certain claims about it.
Where did Jesus preach?
We've been through this argument before, AJ. You've asked me this question before in another.
Did you call me AJ?
I did.
How do you know me by that name?
Your name is Avery Austin Jr.
Yeah,
AJ.
how did you know to call me AJ though?
I knew that would get a response from you just because everybody would call you that anyways. AJ.
Yeah, do you know me or something?
I don't know you.
Okay, keep going.
So in any case, where was I?
On where did Jesus preach?
Oh yes. Historically, we don't have any definitive proof about that.
Got it. Who were his
And
disciples?
a question that you might bring about him historically.
So you don't know anything about Jesus. You don't know nothing.
No, that's not true. I can bring you many things about Christ and in the Islamic
that you cannot verify, and just claims about him that you cannot verify.
No,
you don't have anything on Jesus.
What I wanted to say was this, that we have things about Jesus in the Islamic tradition that Christians don't have in their tradition. And
because it's false.
Well, we can say the same thing about whatever is in the Bible.
No, you can't, because you don't have a historical basis. Our source is a historical basis. That's the difference.
So are you using the historian's word to authenticate the Bible? Is that what you're saying?
I'm using the Bible as a historical document, and as a method of how I know anything about Jesus. It passes the historical method. Historians use it as their primary source on the life of Jesus. So, yeah, it's a historical document on his life. If you want to throw that out and say, well, then you don't have anything, you don't know anything.
Well, many of the biblical scholars says that the Bible is not historical at all.
Who?
I can bring you those in just 10 seconds.
None of them. So if you even go with the people who disagree with the Bible in a lot of ways, they're not Christians, like Bart Ehrman, for example. This is another prophet that came after Islam, Muhammad. Prophet Bart Ehrman says that Jesus died by crucifixion as a certain fact of history under Pontius Pilate. You know where he gets that from?
Where?
The New Testament. That's his primary source. He uses other sources as well, but his primary source is the New Testament.
I see. So
he's an atheist.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can bring you scholars, biblical scholars, past and present, that would have a contrary opinion.
You know what? Do this for me. Can you give me one scholar that says that the Quran is a historical source on the life of Jesus? Give me one scholar that says that. One credible non-Islamic scholar that says that the Quran can be used as a historical narrative on the life of Jesus. Give me one.
Will you give me 10 seconds to look it up?
Sure. Take your time.
And does he have to be a Christian?
Non-Islamic. It don't matter. It could be secular, whatever. Yeah, somebody credible.
You can. What happened to the Duke? Give us some Duke, man.
Oh, you're right, man. Let's give the way to music. You're right, man. I need to give you host powers, man. You know how to run this live. Make sure you guys hit the like button. All right, we got about 2,200 people watching on YouTube, so make sure everybody hit the like button. Sorry for our last contestant; he didn't last too long in the "What is the Injil" segment. Very disappointing, but who knows? Maybe we'll get somebody else who can take his spot and engage in the challenge. Right. So the challenge now. Oh, there's an echo. There we go. Is there still an echo? Is it still echoing? Let me know. Should have been fixed by now. Yeah. There's still an echo? How is there still an echo? All right. Is there still an echo now? Is there still an echo? Oh, are we good now? All right, cool. Yep, there we go, y'all. My bad. Hey, Adam, my fiance says she don't like how you call me AJ, man. She said that was weird.
I do those weird things on purpose to you.
Not gonna lie, that was a little strange, man. Only my family knows me by AJ, so the fact you call me AJ threw me off.
Listen, Avery, I'm almost twice your age, man. The things that I have in my head, I'm far like advanced. You know, like I got my son right here sitting beside me. Mm-hmm. I'm older than you, so that's why I'm able to do little small things like that. That's all.
Like call me AJ?
Yeah, it's easy.
That don't make no sense, what you just said.
It does, though, honestly. If you had my brain, it would make sense.
That don't make no sense.
Okay, just give me 1 second because I don't want to get distracted and hold up the stream, okay?
You said 10 seconds, man.
1 second. Yeah, but you stopped me. You stopped me from doing what I was doing.
After 10 seconds passed. Look,
got that big brain, that advanced brain.
Yeah, that advanced brain, man.
Old man can't. What do you call it?
Now he's deficient.
I'm old, man. Give me a break. I'm old, man. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, look.
Oh, that's what you meant by advanced. Like you old. You
exactly.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
More experience in some.
You slowing down a little bit. Advanced in years.
Let's go ahead and just table this.
Look up Angelica Neuwirth.
Who's that?
Angelica Neuwirth is a biblical scholar who also does comparative studies in the Quran. And her quote says, or it's suggested that the Quran's portrayal of Jesus offers a historical situated account that aligns with certain Jewish and Christian traditions while presenting a unique Islamic perspective. Her name is Angelica Neuwirth.
Yeah, but what is her credentials? And
hold on, let me give you her credentials. And I'll even give you where she talks about it.
Yeah, I just need her credentials. I need a credible scholar, not just any.
So, background: Dr. Neuwirth studied Arabic studies, Islamic studies, Semitic studies in Germany, additional studies in Tübingen, Göttingen, Tehran, Jerusalem, and the Bible.
So, what is she?
She's a doctor of religious studies, not only biblical studies but also Islamic studies.
But so it doesn't sound like she is a historian really of any sense, but comparative religion?
It doesn't say that. It says that she is a historian. Let me just make sure I'm reading. Let me just make sure I'm reading it right.
Yeah.
And it's that's Mahmoud Ayub. That's another scholar, but because of the name, I didn't even mention him.
Yeah, Angelica, please.
Yeah, Angelica. Let's see, a scholar. Yeah, let me just make sure she's biblical scholar. A biblical scholar.
I looked it up and said that she's German Islamic studies. Is she a Muslim?
She is not a historian. Okay.
Amazing. She's not a historian and she's not a biblical scholar. Just does comparative religions.
How about Fred Donor?
Brother, there's nobody, man. So look, just despite all this, man, look, this is where we're at.
Okay.
The earliest information that we have on Jesus comes from the New Testament.
All right.
This is where we know what he believed, where he lived, the language he spoke, his family members, his disciples who he chose, right? Who was hanging with him.
Yeah.
Stuff that happened to him.
Can I present a view? Well, I want to present a view because I understand your argument. I understand it well. That, okay, well, many people say that the Bible is a historical document. But what is history? And how should we view history? For instance, I'll give you an example. It's a well-known quote that history is written by the victor. Do you know that quote? Do you know that quote? History is written by the victor.
Man, that big brain, man.
Do you know that quote? And I'll give you even an example to take it further.
My brother,
Look
I
at
need you to have mercy on me. For real, like if you care about me at all, have some mercy on the young brother, man. Have some mercy on me. Okay, please have some mercy on me. Have some mercy on me. You said that you're going with the narrative that history is written by the victor.
No, I didn't say that. I said, do you know the quote that history is written by?
I know. Is that the lane that you're going with? That the victors kind of, basically was able to control the narrative of the history of Jesus, the ones who were in control at the time?
The history is controlled by the victor is a common phrase, which just means exactly what you said.
That's it. Thank you. So I'm about to show you that what you just said destroys Islam. You ready? Okay.
I know which ayat you're going with, but go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead. No. If I don't even have to waste my breath, help me out with the argument, man. Tell me, what ayat am I going to do?
So I believe that you're going to probably bring up the ayat which stipulates that Christianity, that Islam helped a group of them against their enemy.
Allah helped a group of them against their enemies, man. You've been watching. That's good. So yes, Allah helped the victors, didn't he? So that would mean that the victors who had the narrative are the ones who Allah helped overcome their enemies.
Yes, I don't disagree with this ayat at all, but there is a context to it, though.
There is a context to it. The context is the followers of Jesus spreading the gospel, right?
I have a different perspective.
So it says, remember when Jesus said to his disciples, "Who are my helpers of Allah?" And they said, "We are the helpers of Allah." What does it mean to be a helper of Allah in that context?
I'm sorry to cut you. Can you mention the chapter and verse just so I can pull it up really quick?
61:14.
Okay. I got it. Go ahead.
What does it mean to be helpers of Allah when Jesus asks, "Who will be my helpers of Allah?" What does it mean? What does that mean to be helpers of Allah?
It's to be straightforward, it just means to spread the monotheism of Islam.
Absolutely. To spread the message of Islam. Spread. Yeah. Okay. So they're spreading the message that Jesus was preaching. They're going to help him do it.
Yeah.
And then it says that Allah helped them overcome the disbelievers and gave them victory, and that they will remain victorious until the day of judgment, right?
It doesn't say that he made them victorious over the disbelievers. It says that we supported the believers against their enemies, so they prevailed. That's what it says.
What does it mean to prevail?
It means that the message that Jesus came with became more popular than what was prevalent at the time.
What does it mean to prevail? Is that victorious? Does that mean to win?
It can mean that in the English language. It can mean that, yes. But if you look at the Arabic, it says for asbahu zahirin. What does for
Allah? So Allah gave the followers of Jesus victory over the disbelievers, right? Their enemies,
disbelievers,
spreading the message, right?
Doesn't necessarily translate to victorious. It says for asbahu zahirin. You know what
before you go, I just want to let you know something so that you can probably reflect on this.
Mm-hmm.
The things that you have to do to maybe avoid an argument or like defend Islam, you have to play games with the words. You have to not admit obvious things, and you have to waste, like, it feels like it's a waste of my time. That's why I have to. I can't continue this, or else I'm gonna like start being rude, and I don't want to be rude to you. You are my elder. I respect you. So please reflect on this and how it is that you are defending Islam, the methods that you have to go to defend Islam. Okay. And just have that in your mind in your next conversation with whoever you talk to.
I got you. I appreciate your time. Before you let me go, look up for Asbahu Zahirin for you have some Arabic speakers on your team.
Thanks,
Ask
man.
what does that mean, okay? I'll see you later.
Take care.